Don't hand over your hard-earned money until you know which motorcycles are actively tanking in the current market. Bypassing the dealer hype and sales pitches, these models are getting hit with severe price drops, awful reliability reports, and dying demand. In this video, we see 12 motorcycles collapsing in 2026 that you should strictly stay away from. Number 12, Indian Scout Bobber. The Indian Scout Bobber isn't collapsing so much as facing real headwinds, and buyers in 2026 should weigh a few genuine concerns before committing their dollars. Priced around $12,000, it sits in a fiercely competitive middleweight cruiser space where sharp value rivals from Honda and Kawasaki undercut it substantially while offering comparable performance. Indian's overall U.S. sales have softened amid a broader market downturn, and that pressure trickles down to models like this one. The bigger caution for shoppers is depreciation and running costs. Premium American cruisers tend to shed value faster than their Japanese counterparts, and the Scout Bobber's stripped-down bobber styling, while striking, brings practical compromises like limited passenger comfort, minimal wind protection, and firm suspension that some owners find harsh over longer rides. Those trade-offs narrow its everyday appeal and can dampen resale demand down the line. Reliability on the modern Scout platform is generally solid, so this is not a mechanical warning. Rather, the concern is value retention and whether the premium price makes sense when equally dependable rivals cost thousands less. Buyers stretching their budget for the badge may feel the pinch when it's time to trade up. For the dollars involved, the Scout Bobber remains a handsome, capable machine, but it faces stiff competition and softer resale than its price suggests. Anyone shopping in 2026 should test rival cruisers, negotiate hard, and go in clear-eyed about depreciation. Number 11, Harley-Davidson Street 500. The Harley-Davidson Street 500 belongs on any avoid list for a simple, decisive reason: it's already gone. Harley discontinued the Street 500 around 2020 after years of lukewarm reception, so any example you find in 2026 will be a used bike, not a fresh purchase. Originally priced well under $7,000, it was Harley's budget entry point, but scathing reviews and disappointing sales sealed its fate long before now, making it a cautionary tale rather than a current contender. The Street 500 drew persistent criticism for underwhelming build quality, uninspiring performance from its liquid-cooled Revolution X engine, and finish issues that felt below Harley's usual standard. Within the Harley community itself, the Street family earned a reputation as the black sheep, and that stigma follows used examples, dragging down both desirability and resale value considerably. Reliability was another sore point, with owners reporting quality control inconsistencies that undermined confidence. For the dollars involved, a used Street 500 might tempt bargain hunters, but the combination of a discontinued platform, a poor reputation, and weak resale makes it a risky proposition. Number 10, Indian FTR. The Indian FTR earns its place here because it, too, has reached the end of the road. Indian quietly halted FTR production at the close of 2024, and by 2026 it's a discontinued model rather than a bike you can buy new. Originally priced from around $13,000, this flat-track-inspired roadster developed a passionate cult following, but that devotion never translated into the sales volume Indian needed, and tightening emissions regulations made its continued production unviable. The cautions for buyers today stem directly from that discontinuation. Despite its thrilling character and gorgeous design, the FTR consistently underperformed commercially, hampered by high production costs and a niche appeal that limited its audience. A discontinued model with modest sales history can mean uncertain long-term parts support and softer resale demand, both of which second-hand shoppers should factor into any purchase decision carefully. Reliability on the FTR was reasonable, so the concern isn't primarily mechanical. Instead, it's about buying into an orphan platform whose future support and value trajectory are uncertain now that the factory has moved on. Enthusiasts who adore the FTR may accept these trade-offs, but pragmatic buyers should weigh them seriously. Anyone tempted should confirm parts availability, negotiate accordingly, and accept the risks of an ended model. The FTR is a bike to admire, but one that demands real caution from prospective buyers navigating the used market today. Number 9. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R is a muscular power cruiser that, while still available, feels increasingly out of step with the market, and buyers should approach it thoughtfully in 2026. Priced around $15,900, it delivers a big, torquey V-twin and aggressive styling, but it's a design that has changed little over many years. In a segment shifting toward lighter, more modern, and more efficient machines, this aging heavyweight risks feeling dated against fresher rivals. The concerns for buyers center on that stagnation and its practical costs. The M109R's considerable weight makes low-speed handling and parking genuinely demanding, which narrows its appeal and can frustrate riders over time. Its thirsty engine and old-school ergonomics also feel behind the curve, and a long-running model with limited updates often struggles to hold buyer interest, which can translate into softer resale value down the line. Reliability on Suzuki's proven V-twin is generally sound, so this isn't a mechanical red flag. The caution is more about buying an aging platform at a premium price, when the broader market has moved toward more versatile contemporary designs that offer better everyday usability and stronger long-term desirability. For the dollars involved, the M109R still delivers brute character for riders who specifically crave a big power cruiser, but its dated design and demanding nature make it a niche choice. Number 8. Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber is a beautiful, characterful machine, but prospective buyers in 2026 should weigh some real practical drawbacks before spending their dollars. Priced around $13,000, it commands a premium for its stunning solo seat styling and torquey 1200cc twin. The catch is that its distinctive design prioritizes looks over versatility, and that trade-off narrows its everyday appeal in ways that matter for long-term satisfaction and resale. The concerns for buyers stem largely from those styling-driven compromises. The single-seat layout means no passenger capability without accessories, the minimalist rear suspension can feel harsh over rough roads, and the low, committed riding position isn't ideal for longer touring. These quirks make the Bobber a specialized choice rather than an all-rounder, which can limit its buyer pool and soften demand on the used market later. Reliability on Triumph's modern parallel twin platform is generally strong, so this isn't a mechanical warning. The caution is about paying a premium for a fashion-forward machine whose practical limitations may frustrate owners who want to ride more than they pose, and whose niche nature can affect value retention. For the dollars involved, the Bonneville Bobber rewards buyers who genuinely prioritize style and character over practicality, but it asks real compromises in return. Number 7. Harley-Davidson Street 750. The Harley-Davidson Street 750, like its smaller sibling, is a model whose era has firmly ended, making it one to approach with real caution in 2026. Harley discontinued the Street 750 around 2020 to 2021, so it survives only on the used market now. Originally priced around $7,500, it was pitched as an accessible urban Harley, but poor critical reception and weak sales ended its run, and that troubled history shadows every used example still circulating today. The reasons for caution mirror the broader Street family's struggles. Reviewers and even loyal Harley enthusiasts frequently criticized its build quality, unrefined finish, and lackluster performance from the Revolution X engine, and the model never earned respect within the brand's own community. That persistent stigma weighs heavily on desirability and resale value, meaning second-hand buyers may find these bikes cheap to buy but hard to sell later. Reliability and quality control drew recurring complaints during its production, and support for a discontinued, poorly regarded model can be inconsistent at dealers. That combination raises the risk of ownership headaches for anyone hoping to snag an inexpensive entry into the Harley world. For the dollars involved, a used Street 750 may look like a bargain, but its discontinued status, damaged reputation, and soft resale make it a genuinely risky buy. Anyone considering one in 2026 would be wiser to explore more dependable, better-loved alternatives. This is a chapter Harley closed years ago, and buyers are generally better off leaving it closed today. Number 6. Indian Chief. The Indian Chief is a handsome, heritage-rich cruiser, but shifting market forces mean buyers should think carefully before committing in 2026. Priced from around $16,000, it delivers classic Indian styling and a big torque win, but it operates in a large cruiser segment that's contracting as riders migrate toward lighter, more versatile, and more affordable machines. The concerns for buyers center on value and practicality. Big American cruisers tend to depreciate more sharply than their Japanese rivals, and Indian's overall U.S. sales have softened amid a challenging market, which can further weaken resale demand. The Chief's substantial weight also makes low-speed handling and maneuvering demanding, and its traditional focus suits a narrowing audience, both of which factor into long-term ownership satisfaction and cost. Reliability on the modern Chief platform is generally respectable, so this isn't primarily a mechanical caution. The real issue is paying a premium price in a declining segment where value retention is uncertain, and equally capable alternatives increasingly offer more versatility for less money, making the purchase a decision to weigh carefully. For the dollars involved, the Chief remains a soulful, well-built cruiser for riders devoted to its style and heritage, but the softening market and steep depreciation warrant genuine caution. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster looked like a promising way to bring a new generation of riders into the brand, but its position in the market has become harder to justify in 2026. The motorcycle has plenty of modern technology and unmistakable Harley styling, yet buyers now have more choices that offer stronger value and broader everyday appeal. One of the biggest concerns is pricing. The Nightster sits in a part of the market where buyers can find several Japanese and European motorcycles offering comparable performance and equipment for less money. The motorcycle's riding position also limits its appeal. Its compact dimensions work well for urban riding, but some riders find the ergonomics less comfortable on longer trips. Buyers looking for a motorcycle that can handle commuting, weekend cruising, and extended highway rides may find more versatile alternatives elsewhere. Another issue is the Nightster's position within Harley-Davidson's own lineup. Buyers who want the traditional Harley experience may still prefer the larger and more established cruisers, while customers looking for an affordable modern motorcycle have plenty of options from competing brands. That leaves the Nightster caught between two groups. The Harley-Davidson Nightster still has a distinctive look and plenty of character, but in 2026, buyers should think carefully before purchasing one when so many competitors offer greater versatility, stronger value, and a wider range of everyday usability. Number 4. Triumph Rocket 3R. The Triumph Rocket 3R is an engineering marvel, but its extreme nature makes it a genuinely niche choice that buyers should weigh carefully in 2026. Priced around $24,000, it boasts the largest capacity production motorcycle engine, a colossal 2400cc triple producing staggering torque. That spectacle is thrilling, but it also confines the Rocket 3 to a narrow slice of the market, and specialized machines like this inherently attract fewer buyers, which affects long-term demand. The concerns for buyers stem from that specialization and sheer scale. The Rocket 3's enormous weight makes low-speed handling, parking, and maneuvering genuinely challenging, especially for less experienced riders, and its thirsty engine and premium price limit practicality. A bike this extreme and expensive occupies a small enthusiast niche, which can translate into softer resale demand since relatively few buyers seek such a monster machine second-hand. Reliability on Triumph's triple is generally sound, so this isn't a mechanical warning. The real caution is about buying a highly specialized, costly motorcycle whose intimidating size and narrow appeal may limit both everyday usability and future value retention compared to more mainstream options. For the dollars involved, the Rocket 3R delivers a jaw-dropping experience for riders who specifically crave outrageous torque and presence, but its niche nature demands honest self-assessment. Anyone shopping in 2026 should be certain they can handle its bulk and accept its limited practicality before spending. It's an extraordinary machine for a select few, but one that warrants serious caution from the average buyer today. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Sportster S. The Harley-Davidson Sportster S is a bold, modern reinvention, but documented owner concerns make it one to research thoroughly before buying in 2026. Priced around $16,000, it delivers striking styling and a potent Revolution Max engine, but its steep depreciation is a genuine red flag. Some owners report losing a substantial share of the bike's value within just a few years, which makes it an expensive proposition for anyone who might trade up down the line. The concerns for buyers extend beyond resale. Owners have reported recurring gripes including significant engine heat management issues that make hot weather riding uncomfortable, cramped ergonomics with minimal passenger comfort, firm suspension tuning, and occasional electronic quirks like ECU errors and battery drain tied to the keyless system. These real-world frustrations, drawn from owner forums and reviews, temper the excitement of an otherwise capable and good-looking machine. Reliability is a mixed picture, with the modern powertrain generally strong but the reported heat and electronic issues warranting genuine attention. Dealer service quality can also vary, adding another variable buyers should investigate before committing to this premium model. For the dollars involved, the Sportster S offers thrilling performance and head-turning style, but its steep depreciation and documented owner complaints demand real caution. Number 2. BMW R18. The BMW R18 is a strong candidate for genuine caution in 2026, backed by real evidence of struggling demand. Priced from around $15,000, this big boxer engine cruiser was BMW's ambitious challenge to Harley's heartland, but it has reportedly sold poorly since launch. BMW has cut its price multiple times and offered aggressive financing to move units, yet dealers still describe it as a slow seller, and that weak demand is a serious warning sign for prospective buyers. The biggest concern is brutal depreciation. Owners across forums report being shocked by how far values plummet, with the R18 widely described as one of the hardest cruisers to sell second-hand. Beyond resale, riders note that it's heavy, slower to 60 than key rivals despite its enormous engine, and burdened by BMW's premium servicing costs. That combination of underwhelming performance per dollar and steep value loss makes it a risky financial proposition. Reliability on the Boxer platform is generally acceptable, so the caution here is overwhelmingly about value rather than mechanical failure. Paying a premium for a machine that depreciates this sharply and struggles to find buyers later is a genuine concern that shoppers cannot afford to ignore. For the dollars involved, the R18 is undeniably distinctive and beautifully built, but its poor sales, heavy discounting, and severe depreciation make it one to approach with real caution. Anyone shopping in 2026 should negotiate aggressively, factor in steep value loss, and consider rivals carefully. It's a striking machine, but the financial risks make it a bike informed buyers should think hard about today. Number 1. Harley-Davidson LiveWire. The Harley-Davidson LiveWire tops this list with the strongest evidence of genuine collapse, and buyers should approach it with serious caution in 2026. Spun off into its own standalone electric brand, LiveWire has posted alarming sales figures, reportedly selling only a few hundred motorcycles across an entire year and suffering steep quarterly drops. With the parent company absorbing significant losses on the electric venture, this is a product line under real, documented financial strain, making it the clearest cautionary tale here. The concerns for buyers are substantial. Priced steeply, with flagship models historically commanding around $20,000 or more, the LiveWire faces the harsh economics of premium electric motorcycles. High sticker prices, limited range for touring, and a sparse charging infrastructure that constrains real-world usability. Extremely low sales volume also raises legitimate worries about depreciation, long-term parts support, and the resale market, since so few buyers exist for these machines second-hand. Reliability of the electric drivetrain isn't the core issue. Rather, it's the precarious commercial footing of the brand itself. Buying into a product line hemorrhaging money and selling in tiny numbers introduces genuine uncertainty about future support and value retention that no prospective owner should overlook. For the dollars involved, the LiveWire is an innovative, quick, and genuinely interesting electric machine, but its collapsing sales and financial troubles make it the riskiest buy on this list. The LiveWire, a fascinating experiment, but one that demands the utmost caution from any buyer navigating this uncertain landscape today. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.